Death Science welcomes you to this episode of Freeing Your Mind with Reverend Albert. Albert is a holistic minister, Reiki master, ceremonialist, and adventurer. Learn more about him on facebook.com/SacredSelfDiscovering.
I'm Reverend Albert Serino, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the Kambo Frog, or the indigenous medicine known as the Kambo Frog medicine. This medicine is traditionally comes from the Philomedusa bicolored tree frog of the Amazon rainforest. It's a big green, lime green frog that produces this excretion on its back. It's a protective excretion, and this medicine is harvested from these frogs in a very ethical way to utilize on people for healing properties. So, as I said, it comes from this frog in the jungle. One particular quality about it that makes it so unique is that because of this secretion, it's actually fearless. It has zero predators in the Amazon rainforest. And if something were to put it in its mouth, the frog in its mouth, it would soon after regurgitate it or have to kind of open its mouth and let it out, because the secretion either paralyzes the amphibian or animal, the creature that takes it in, or with a certain amount, it could kill them. And so that with that quality, we have the Kambo frog, the fearless frog of the forest. And this medicine, this indigenous medicine, is traditionally, it was brought into the tribal cultures from a shaman who was having some issues with his tribe, with his people, that the people of the West or the modern world brought into his culture. So people were interacting with the tribe, and his people were getting sick, and he was giving them their normal doses of ayahuasca or some other plant medicines that he knew of, and none of that stuff was working. So the way that the story goes of how this medicine came about to be used is that he went out into the jungle or into the rainforest, and he brought out his ayahuasca, which ayahuasca is a visionary plant medicine, one of the master teachers, they say, of the jungle. And he drank that, and he set as a strong intention that he was going to get some insight to how to help his people. And during the experience, the ayahuasca came to him in a vision as a woman, or the queen of the forest, and she showed him the frog. She gave him the frog. She showed him how to apply the medicine to his people, and how to call it, to go out and how to get it, how to bring the frogs to him to retrieve it. And he went back, and the story goes, he went back and he did what she said, and he saved his people. This frog medicine is traditionally applied through little, what they call gates, or little burn wounds on the arm or on any other part of the body that is seen fit. And what happens is they take a little stick known as the tamishi vine, and they burn it and create this little cherry, and then they just touch the skin on the outside, and it creates these little burn wounds, and just the top layer of the skin, and then it's just pushed aside. The top layer is pushed aside, and they take this medicine. What it comes on a stick, and it's dry. It's typically dried unless they're extracting it right from the frog, and they add a little saliva or water to it, and it reconstitutes it back into these things that kind of look like these little boogers, and they get placed on the gates or on the holes. Typically what this medicine is about cleansing. So some of the things that it was used for was to get rid of hay fever. It was used to cure malaria. It works. They use it to help people with influenza or the flu, types of flu. It was also used for some various other ailments and sicknesses in the ancient world, and also in the modern world, we add things like Lyme disease. We work to work with Lyme disease, and any kind of intestinal issues, and any kind of things that might be happening in the bloodstream or organs. Some of the other things that Kambo is known to help with is blood pressure. People with low blood pressure, or a certain range of high blood pressure. You don't want to get into too high of blood pressure to work with, but a certain range of blood pressure. It's really good at helping to regulate that. It's also very good with heart arrhythmias. People that have irregular heartbeats, Kambo could help put the heartbeat back to a normal, steady rhythm. It's really good for anxiety, depression, and just really physical pain. It's very good to help with physical pain and any kind of other emotional or mental well-being issues. I wanted to talk a little bit now about what a typical Kambo session or ceremony, they are done usually in ceremonial rituals, how it goes. So typically one would come and you'd set a strong intention. Intention is always everything when it comes to these medicines. To set a strong intention for whatever it is you'd like to get rid of. If you're working on healing a type of ailment in the body, or any kind of dis-ease, or just any of our typical fear, unhappiness, doubt, or stresses in our lives, we go to this ceremony space with the intentions. One would usually sit down. The practitioner would then come over, kind of give you a rundown, do some energy clearing, some smudging, or we say energetic cleansing of the body and the energetic aspect of ourselves. And then they would open the gates, or apply the burns, open the holes, and take this medicine and put it on the holes. Now, what happens during it is within 30 seconds to a minute or minute and a half, one might start to feel some grumbling and moving around in the stomach. One might start to feel heat, a lot of heat in the head, tingling sensations in the fingers. And one thing that I wanted to mention about this is this is typically a morning ceremony. So prior to this experience, you're fasted from the night before, from dinner from the night before, and right before it you're drinking about 1 liter or 2 of water. So you're on an empty stomach drinking water. So now as you're feeling this grumbling in the stomach and this heat in the head and this uncomfortableness in the body and this tingling and all these things, you're also starting to feel like you might get nauseous, like you're getting nauseous. And in the process of processing that many emotions that may come up, or kind of feeling out any pains or any things that are brought to your attention, you might begin to purge. We purge out all the water, and typically we're purging out bile, toxins, heavy metals. Kambo is known to send out any dead white blood cells in the system, and clean out the bloodstream, clean out the organs. All your organs are purging of all their toxins, and it's going into the water. That's why we drink the water, and then we purge it out. And typically it comes out through vomiting. Sometimes, in some instances, one might have to use the bathroom, and it'll come out the other end a little bit. So there's various ways for us to purge this. One might start really crying or having a strong emotional release. That's one powerful aspect of Kambo, is emotional treatment. So it really gets in there, and through this 15 to 40 minute process, you might be experiencing these emotions or this purging. Now, after the purging is over, all the weird, uncomfortable feelings subside. In typical cases, everything subsides, and you begin to feel good. You begin to feel relieved, happy. There's this sense of mental clarity that Kambo brings. This sense of just cleanliness, an overall cleanliness. And then we remove the Kambo from the gates, treat everything to make sure there's no infection or anything like that, and then we go into, we call the integration phase, and this is a stage where you still might be getting insights from this medicine. You still might be in a state of consciousness where different intuitive insights are coming in, or new realizations about life are coming in, and what you may need to do differently, or how you may need to work on yourself. And that's the stage where we kind of take it all in and really get the good healing benefits and the changes that the Kambo brings. One thing that one might find after a Kambo ceremony for a week or two, depends on how well you stick with taking care of yourself. That window could get shorter or longer depending. You might expect to feel very strong. Kambo is a warrior medicine, a hunter medicine. In traditional use, it was used, the hunters would apply it and go out and hunt, and that was another use for it, because it also creates acuity in the vision, and your hearing becomes a little bit more sensitive. And so they would use that for that kind of thing. So one might find that you feel you have a lot more energy than you're used to for a couple weeks. Your mind is a lot more clear. You're the place where what you purged. One thing we realize is when Kambo helps us purge, there's also other components to the purge besides the physical. There's emotions and mental patterning and things that are released as well. So we might find ourselves in different spaces, feeling a lot better about our lives, more positive. Kambo is also said to remove what the indigenous call penima, which is bad luck in a sense. It's like that black cloud kind of over your head where nothing could go right. Kambo kind of recorrects that and sets you on a new path. That's the traditional view of it. Not to really get into too much of the sciences behind Kambo, but Kambo isn't too well studied yet in the Western world, in our modern world, but it has been used for hundreds of years by the indigenous people to get rid of some pretty strong diseases, to work and to help heal types of cancers, to help remove, there's some studies being done about how Kambo may help people with radiation, that are receiving radiation from chemo, how it may help cleanse the bloodstream. As I said earlier, lime is something that people have used they've used Kambo to get rid of, or at least boost their system after they went through the antibiotics of killing off all the Lyme disease. Kambo is known as the vaccine of the forest. That's another name for it. So it has these very strong immune boosting properties that pretty much all the aspects of your body that contribute to your immune boosting, it boosts that stuff through the roof. And it also, as I said earlier, as it removes dead white blood cells, it also helps your body to rebuild new ones. So it's also this rebuilding medicine. We're cleansing, we're deeply cleansing, and then Kambo is helping to rebuild the system afterwards. That's a little bit about the Kambo medicine, about the frog. A couple things I wanted to note about this. If you do some research into it for yourself before you might try it. Traditionally, it's done when somebody is new to Kambo. It's done 3 consecutive ceremonies, or 3 within a week, or as we've adapted more in this modern world, 3 within about a month or so, to really get the deeper layers of cleansing and to really get the full benefits of this. Now, I also wanted to mention with this that although it is typically very safe to use, you want to know the practitioner that's serving you this indigenous medicine. You want to know that they understand what they're doing, and that you feel, above all, that you intuitively feel very comfortable with working with them, knowing that you're going to be held in a safe space. When you're in a vulnerable space and you're purging and you're sad and you're feeling different emotions, if that's the case, you want to know that you're supported, and that the person that's serving you this medicine is going to be able to just be there for you and hold that space. So that's a little precaution. Also, I warn against being mindful of, if you think this is interesting and want to try this on yourself, be mindful that there is a risk of you're purging, and there's a risk of potentially passing out. And you want to make sure that, again, you want to have a good practitioner there that knows what they're doing, that knows how to handle the situation, that knows how to bring everything back around, and know that you'll be fine. One thing that I wanted to mention as well is the legality of Kambo. Kambo in the US and in most countries is completely legal. It is not a psychoactive plant, although some people report, including myself, gaining this sense of connection to the forest, this deeper sense of connection to self. It is not psychoactive. It does not create visionary experience for most people, and it is completely legal in the United States. I believe in Australia right now it is illegal due to some mispractice with it, and again, that is also something that could be argued based on how it happened and what other substances might have been involved. So if you're interested in Kambo, there are practitioners that you might be able to reach out to in your local communities, but if not, I myself am a practitioner, and I also hold 3-day Kambo retreats for people that are new to Kambo. My partner and I create these spaces. We travel and we create these spaces, wherever someone is willing or interested in holding. So if you'd like to hold a ceremony with you and just a few friends or a couple people that you know that might be interested, please reach out, and maybe we could travel to you and work something out to make it happen. So in this video I covered a little bit about what Kambo is, where it came from, the story of where it came from, what some of the benefits are and why people might use it, a little bit about what the experience is like, and I talked a little bit about how to reach me or what services I offer for Kambo receiving this medicine. If you'd like to connect with me or learn any more information, you could reach me at Facebook or Instagram at SacredSelfDiscovering, and if you'd like to reach out to me through email, it's SacredSelfDiscovering@gmail.com. Thanks.